Welcome to the Big 3 playoffs on the CBS Sports Network. It is presented by State Farm. We're inside the Smoothie King Center, and it's Bivouac taking on Three's Company. Let's take a look at how we got here. Top 4 teams in the Big 3, they make the playoffs, so you're going to see the triplets, the Killer Threes, Power, and the three-headed monsters playing playoff games on CBS this afternoon. But it's Three's Company and Bivouac battling it out for 5th place. Hello, everyone. Brian Custer alongside Brendan Haywood. And Brendan, it is for seeding here, but more importantly, bonus money.
Yes, indeed. Yes, you can't win a championship, but you can win some bonus money. And on top of the bonus money, it's about the pride. Never underestimate the pride of some of these athletes and how much they want to win, and go out on a winning note.
All right, let's take a look at the rosters. They're brought to you by State Farm as well. Three's Company, they're led by Michael Cooper, Dermarr Johnson, Drew Gooden. They're the captains, but Andre Emmett is really the guy that makes that team go. For Bivouac, Reggie Theus, he's their head coach. The captain, Josh Smith, and Will Bynum is really the guy, though. He put up a Big 3 record, 33 points in one game. Reggie Theus, well, he's coached in the NBA, Sacramento, and the Minnesota Timberwolves, also in the G League, coached in college as well. One of the greatest tall guards to ever play in the game, and one of the best defensive players ever to play in the NBA. Michael Cooper, he's won on every level. NBA championship as a player, a G League championship as a coach, and a WNBA championship as a coach as well. His Three's Company squad, well, they were playing for the Big 3 Championship just last year.
Well, listen, man, when you talk about Michael Cooper, you talk about one of the best to ever do it as far as being a basketball player, coach, and you just ran out his extensive resume. He has touched basketball in so many different ways. He'll make sure to have his guys ready tonight. Yeah, they're not playing for a championship, but he'll make sure that they're playing hard and entertaining these fans. And
defense is the reason why Three's Company has even gotten to this point here, especially lately. They have really locked down teams. In fact, they allowed just 8 points in the second half, the trilogy, just last week. So they've really put the clamp on people, and they're going to need a defensive effort against Will Bynum. And it's Three's Company in the home orange, Bivouac in the visiting brown. As we take a look at the rim, the rules here, first team to 50 wins, got to win by 2. 14-second shot clock as well as Andre Emmett knocks down the first shot.
And you talk about Three's Company's defense, and you're right, it will be put to the test by Will Bynum. You talked about his 33-point game. I actually had the pleasure of calling that game. He was truly fantastic. Will has so much in his bag. He can go for a big number at any time. And you see him right there drawing the foul.
Yeah, Dante Jones picks up the personal. So Will Bynum will go to the line. You know, look, he had 19 last week. As Brendan has pointed out, too, 33. That was back in week 7. It's a Big 3 record. So he will shoot 1 for 3.
And I think the thing that's truly special about Will Bynum is just his handle. And sometimes I watch highlights of Will Bynum, and he's one of those players that makes you hit the rewind button 4 or 5 times to be like, yo, what did he actually just do right there? And he's that truly special. He's a wizard with the ball. And right now you're seeing Will Bynum show some good defense against Dante Jones, who had the obvious size advantage. But Will Bynum holding his ground.
Yeah. Jason Maxiell smacks that one away, but they're going to call the personal on Maxiell. And that was one of the things, too, the Three's Company said they were going to do. They knew they have to contain Will Bynum, but they said offensively, we got to go at him.
And that's very smart. Sometimes your best defense can be your offense. A lot of times great scorers, they don't want to defend. And so what you do, especially with somebody small like Will Bynum, get into his legs, post him up, make him work down there, make him battle. But a lot of guards don't want to do that, and hopefully you wear him out so that offensively he's not as fresh.
He's shooting 1 for 2 from the line. And he's been 0 for 2 so far from the line. Here's Andre Emmett. You talk about a scoring machine for Three's Company. Andre Emmett can fill it up once he gets hot.
Yeah, and Andre Emmett's always had that ability to go ahead and put the ball down and do some special things with it. And in this half-court type of setting, you know, I think it benefits a player like him because you look at his frame, he has that naturally strong body. And in the half-court, when you talk about 3-on-3, guys that are strong and can go ahead and carve out a little bit of room down there, they have a little bit of an advantage.
Let's just say he put that one on top of the shot clock. So they have some issues trying to get that one down. Look at him.
He still wants the points, huh? That's when you have a scorer's mentality.
Right, exactly.
That's truly a scorer's mentality right there.
So Bivouac basketball. Dion Glover will inbound. No Anthony Morrow for Bivouac. He injured his groin last week. He's going to sit this one out. Here's Bynum for three. Count.
That's the thing. He missed his first couple of shots, but you know he wouldn't stay down too long, and Bynum is definitely not shy. He gets it up. Gets points in bunches.
3-2, your score. Here's Dante Jones. 15-footer. Good. He had 6 points last week for Three's Company, and he has really given them energy since joining the team 3 weeks ago.
And I'm watching Dante, what he's doing from a defensive standpoint. He's trying to deny Will Bynum the ball, and that's something that's a little bit unique.
Emmett knocks down the three. Andre Emmett with 5 points now. 7-3 lead. Bynum, he's got 2 threes.
Now I see why Dante's trying to deny him the ball.
Yes, he is, and he's talking. He's talking to Dante Jones as well.
Well, a player like Dante Jones will bring the best out because Dante is going to. Are you serious again?
Again, Andre Emmett.
Andre, he could. I don't think he could do that twice if he tried.
Second time he's put it on top of the shot clock.
This is unreal. I mean, the shot front rims. It wasn't a bad miss, but just on top of the backboard again. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. What are you thinking here, Brian? I mean, I don't know where to go with that one.
1 point lead for Three's Company. Bynum, three. Rolls off. Here's Emmett. Gets the screen from Maxiel. He'll bank it off the glass. Emmett now with 7 of Three's Company's 9 points. First team to 25, we go to the half.
And you got Will. See, and there's Will with that tricky handle again, right there. Emmett did an excellent job standing in front of him, but Will's able to give you just a little bit of a herky-jerky, quick shake and create a little bit of space. This Emmett did a great job recovering, but the handle on Will Bynum is just something that's truly special.
Josh Smith knocked down that three right before the shot clock expired.
And that's a good sign. He's not known for being a three-point shooter. So whenever he's going out there knocking down threes, that's found money.
We're tied up at 9. Emmett working on Bynum. Rejected. Josh Smith with the help from the backside.
We talk about he's not known for threes, but what he is known is making plays like that from a defensive standpoint. Josh Smith, in his best days in the league, was one of those guys that checked all the boxes on the stat sheet. He went out there and got blocks, steals, and you see him right here coming on the weak side. He was always excellent at this, coming from out of nowhere, making an impact on the game.
Only player in the NBA history to have known to have 10 or more blocks in a game before turning 20 years of age. Yes.
I see you did your homework. I like that.
A little bit.
I like that.
A little bit.
I like that. Oh, Josh going to try it again for 3.
He's feeling it. Kicks it out, but throws it away. So Three's Company basketball all knotted up here at 9. And Michael Cooper is going to call a timeout. He wants to talk about some things.
I think if you're Michael Cooper, you're trying to still go out there and say, hey, we have a good thing going at Will Bynum in the post, but you want to make sure you get the right guy on him. Andre Emmett, a little bit better scorer than Dante Jones, even though Dante Jones can score in his own right. Anytime I get that switch with Emmett on Will Bynum, I would definitely walk Will Bynum to the box. Well, tonight at 8 Eastern, the CBS Sports Network is on the diamond as baseball's most elite youth athletes compete in the inaugural 13U Perfect Game Select Baseball Festival. And it's only on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. The Bivouac was one of those teams that were all tied up at 4-4 and really had an opportunity to make the playoffs last week with a victory, and they lost to the Ball Hogs. Oh, man. It was the only victory of the season for the Ball. Matter of fact, it was the Ball Hogs' first victory in 2 years. You can't lose that game, and that's what you talk about. Sometimes you overlook your opponent. I think that's what we saw from them last week. So here they are playing for the 5th place spot. And we're tied up at 9.
Maxio now with the rock. Emmett open for three.
I was about to say that one went on top of the backboard. I was going to be done with Andre Emmett for the day.
Here's Josh Smith working on Dante Jones. And he pulls the chair. Kicked it out to Glover.
Dante Jones has always been a crafty defender.
And Josh Smith called for over the back.
And you see Dante defensively, he's fighting, giving a lot of body, and now the excellent anticipation. He understands that Josh is going to try to impose his will because he has a size advantage. Dante gets right out of the way. You called it right, pulling the chair out from underneath of Josh Smith.
Dion Thompson will check in for Threes Company. So will Drew Gooden.
Uncle Drew.
He loves to shoot the three.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Thompson. Somebody needs to close the door.
Yeah, it's a little windy in here. A little windy.
Here's an air ball.
It's going to be interesting to see now where's Threes Company go for points right now. Oh, with Andre Emmett out of the game. Are they going to play through Andre? Are they going to play through Dante Jones, Drew Gooden, Dion Thompson? It's going to be a very interesting aspect as far as how they get their points in.
That's the second foul on Dante Jones. He's going to have to sit down because in the big three, if you get 3 fouls in that first half, you've got to sit for the remainder of the half. So they're going to sit him down with those 2. C.J. Leslie a check in. Give Dion Glover a blow. Here's Josh Smith at the line shooting 1 for 2.
Oh, man. I know Josh Smith at the line, but listen, man, we got a New Orleans legend in the house, man. We got Juvenile in the house, man.
Juvenile's performing here today.
We got Juvenile in the house, man, front row.
Ice Cube always brings out some of the best hip-hop stars, whatever city they're in.
Man, we got it's stars. We got a lot of different stars out here, but Juvie in the building. I can't wait for that.
Juvenile's here. You got the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans, Alvin Gentry, and David Griffin, their new GM. All these guys sitting courtside here in New Orleans.
Alvin Gentry, David Griffin sitting right beside Juvenile. I know they have a lot of similarities and things in common that they can talk about.
Here's Dermarr Johnson. They call him Slim. He misses that 3. 2-point lead for Bivouac. Johnson will inbound. Here's Drew Gooden. He'll pull. Short.
Uh-oh. And I'm surprised that Will Bynum gave it up because he had Drew on him. That's normally advantage Will Bynum. Josh still trying to do some work inside.
Good fake by Will.
Yes, Will with the excellent fake, and that's what I was talking about. He probably could have done that from the outset just because there's an obvious speed advantage for Will Bynum when you have Drew Gooden on. See the nice pump fake. Thompson slides over, just couldn't get there in time to stop Bynum from drawing that foul. Probably Will missed a couple free throws.
Yeah. Here's Leslie from deep. No good. Thompson from 3. Air ball. Josh Smith lays it up and in. Threes Company has missed the last 8 shots after starting off 4 of 5. Bivouac, 4-point lead. It's the Big 3 playoffs here in New Orleans. College football is back, and that means our team of experts return to the studio to tackle all the hottest topics on the gridiron. Hey, don't miss Inside College Football. It's presented by Sleep Number. Tuesday night, 7 Eastern, only on the CBS Sports Network. Let's take a look at our Dove Men Plus Care career bio on the versatile Drew Gooden of Threes Company. And right now, he's with our Michael Rappaport.
All right. Unprecedented access with Drew Gooden. Beard game is insane. Shout out to Jose. Drew, you guys are in a fight here to win this game. What are you going to do to close this out?
You know, we got to get off to a good start. Apparently we haven't, but you know, it's a lot of game left for us to make that happen. play hard, one stop at a time, get consecutive stops defensively, I think we'll be all right.
What's your takeaway? This is your second year in the Big 3. What's your takeaway of season 3 of the Big 3?
Listen, it's getting better and better each year, the competition. I mean, at home, on the couch, it might look a certain way, but out here across these lines, it's a battlefield. So I'm very impressed with the competitive nature of the game and where it's at today.
All right, good luck, Drew.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Jose for having his beard looking lean and mean every single week. That's what we call unprecedented access. I have it, beat Custer, you don't.
And that's also called unprecedented information.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Jose. Did he shave your head?
Nah, Jose didn't shave my head, man.
Okay.
But you know, Drew got to get his beard lined up and everything. See, I don't have a beard, so I can go ahead and I can be Jose for myself.
Dermarr Johnson knocks down that jumper. That stops a 7-0 run by Bivouac. Here's Shawne Williams. He's checked in to Josh Smith. The jumper is short. C.J. Leslie.
And that's a shot that they're going to give Josh Smith all day long, because what makes Josh Smith good is this right here, driving to the basket, causing a problem. When he settles and takes that jump shot, he lets the defense off the hook.
4-point lead. Smith has got 9. One of the things that Michael Cooper told me last night, 50-50 balls, and you can see his Bivouac just a step in front of Three's Company thus far.
Oh, yeah, and that's what it's all about. We're talking about 3-on-3. The game is a lot of times decided about who's going to go out there and get those 50-50 balls, who's going to go out there and play a little bit harder defensively and do the things that it takes to generate a win. It's not just all about the pretty individual plays at times. Sometimes it's about the ugly, gritty things.
Shawne Williams knocks down the 3, and all of a sudden Bivouac on a 12-2 run. The lead is 7. First team to 25. We head to the half. Here's Slim. Dermarr Johnson. D'd up by Josh Smith. Dion Thompson misses. Leslie the board. And here's Williams for 3. Count it. Back-to-back threes by Shawne Williams. He's got 6.
Williams back-to-back, just in case you didn't get the message. Stay hot, young man.
Man. 10-point lead for Bivouac. Johnson misses the 3. Smith another board.
There's a foul.
And a foul.
You see the shot right there by DJ going up, and then Josh hustling to get the rebound. And it's what you said, like Josh Smith and his teammates, they have definitely been a step quicker right now. They look like they just have a little bit more bounce in their step, and that's what it comes down to if you're going to be able to win this basketball game.
Three's Company going back to the starters. So Emmett, Jason Maxiell, Dante Jones are all in. Smith for 3. Emmett now.
And you know how it is, Brian, sometimes when you see a guy that's not known for being a shooter hits a jump shot early on, sometimes that's a good thing for your team, because now he feels entitled to take a couple of more J's, and I think that's where Josh Smith is right now. And I think Three's Company will give him as many jump shots as he wants to take.
Dante Jones missed the follow-up, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line shooting 1 for 2. That rolls off. Maxiell's follow as well, but Jones got the offensive board. Pull up.
Who's that foul on?
They're going to call that one on Jason Maxiell. His second. So Josh Smith to the line. He's got 9 points.
Oh, somebody's a little earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, Shawne Williams got ahead of himself a little bit.
Got a little eager.
Yeah.
Got a little eager.
Eager beaver out here. Jumped in the lane a little bit too early.
So Three's Company basketball down 10. Here's Emmett. Maxiell trying to post up C.J. Leslie. Emmett, drive, missed it.
Way to keep that ball alive right there by Jason Maxiell. Those are the 50-50 balls that we're talking about. Dante Jones ended up getting the rebound, but it's because Jason Maxiell went in there and did a lot of dirty work and tipped it out to him.
Here's C.J. Leslie now, wide open. Oh, he had all day. and missed that three. Again, first team to 25. We go to the half. Bivouac just 4 points away. Three's Company has missed 16 of the last 17 shots. Make that 17 of 18.
And there's Emmett just sticking with it. He wants to foul. Thought he got hit on the first shot. Didn't let it stop him or slow him down at all. Stuck with it. Got the bucket anyway. But you see the pride factor kicking in out here. Like you said, a lot of these guys know that they can't win a championship this year. Oh,
CJ.
They can't win a championship, but they can definitely show championship-level moves like that. C.J. Leslie with the spin cycle, leaving Dante Jones in the dust.
Here's Dante now. Down 10.
And I knew Dante was going to shoot that basket. Because anytime somebody goes at you on one end and they get the highlight play and they kind of semi-embarrass you, you always want to go right back at them. That's the competitor. And you're like, hey, okay, you got the best of me this play. Well, let me see if you can guard this.
This bucket, we go to the half.
Oh.
Smitty behind the back, lays it up, missed it. Leslie the board, and follows it up and in. And we are at the half. Bivouac with a 10-point lead. They're playing for 5th place. You're watching the Big 3 playoffs. It's presented by State Farm here on the CBS Sports Network.
Big 3 basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
Welcome back to New Orleans. It's Big 3 playoff time. And Bivouac taking on Three's Company. We're at the half. This is the 5th place game. Brian Custer alongside Brendan Haywood. And, Bivouac ended that first half on a 19-6 run. And usually when you're talking about Bivouac, as Will Bynum goes, so goes the team, but they're getting contributions from a little bit of everybody, especially from distance.
They definitely get some contributions from everybody. And, you talk about from distance, Josh Smith was able to hit a 3. That's not normally his thing. Shawne Williams hit 2 threes. So Bivouac was able to get some threes going early on. That was able to basically help him from an offensive standpoint. But like you said, Shawne Williams, Josh Smith, they have chipped in to help Will Bynum. Even though Will Bynum isn't scoring at his best and missed some free throws, the fact that these guys have stepped up and put them in a good position to win this game, because we know Will Bynum won't stay down for long.
Yeah, Reggie Theus has got to like what he sees in that first half. Will the Thrill Bynum. He's got 6 points. He's with our Michael Rappaport.
Unprecedented access with Will Bynum. Will, you guys are up by 9 right now. What are you going to do to hold off Three's Company? Because they're coming.
We just got to continue to keep getting stops and attack the basket more. I think right now we're settling for a lot of jump shots. We got to keep the pressure on them, keep attacking the basket.
Now, what's been your takeaway of season 3 of the Big 3? I know you're having fun. You've been wheeling, you've been dealing, you've been swishing, and you've been dishing. What's been your takeaway?
Man, I love it. It's an amazing league. I mean, to be around the guys, have this type of camaraderie is a great thing. I'm just extremely appreciative of what Ice Cube has done for us.
Well, Will, listen, it's the second half. You haven't even broken a sweat. Get ready, because these guys are coming. Good luck, my friend.
Appreciate that much.
Brian Custer, have you broken a sweat? Because Will Bynum hasn't.
Hey, will somebody tell Michael Rappaport to give Clyde Frazier his line back? You can't take Clyde Frazier's tagline. You think I don't watch the New York Knicks basketball games? I might be one of the only ones outside of New York to watch the basketball games.
That was called a homage, my friend.
No.
I'm not trying to steal from Clyde. Greatest backcourt ever, Clyde and Earl the Pearl, 1973 championship New York Knicks. I put them up against anybody. Well, shout out to Earl the Pearl and Walt Clyde Frazier.
Well, next time, give him some credit when you steal his line.
Listen, I don't even need to give him credit, because everybody knows where I got it from.
Stealing.
What are you trying to do, get me in a lawsuit?
I'm just saying stealing and dealing is what you do with it, Michael. Will Bynum and Bivouac with the rock.
Swishing and dishing, that's Clyde's tag line, man.
Absolutely.
He's known for that.
10-point lead for Bivouac. Here's Shawne Williams. Back to Will. 1 on the shot clock. He's got to throw it up. That's a shot clock violation.
But let's give some credit to the big fella, Jason Maxiell, sliding his feet with Will Bynum. It's hard for guards to stay with Will Bynum. And when you see somebody like Jason Maxiell sliding his feet, still competing at this stage of the season, that means a lot. Speaks for who he is as a basketball player and how hard he worked, because that is not easy to do.
Here's Emmett. Crossover. Powers his way to the hoop. Missed. Dante missed the follow-up.
Oh, missed the chippy. Dante's going to be kicking himself about that one. That's an easy one.
Will going downhill. High off the glass, no. Leslie the board. His follow doesn't go. Bynum missed again.
Bynum just having one of those days, man. And that it happens to the best of us. It doesn't matter how good a scorer you are. You're going to have one of those days where it just seems like things just will not work for you. Things won't go right. But you have to find a way to keep sticking with it.
Andre Emmett off the glass. He's got 11 now.
And you know what we call that, Brian? We call that bully ball.
Yes, yeah.
That is bully ball. That is, I'm bigger than you and I can prove it.
Leslie.
Oh!
C.J. Leslie high above the rim. He's got 6.
He went to the rim with authority right there.
Yes, he did.
Dante Jones didn't want any part of that problem.
10-point lead for Bivouac. First team to 50, win by 2.
Excellent defense there by C.J. Leslie as well.
Here's Leslie. Oh, C.J. Leslie doing work.
Doing work along that baseline. Incredible move. Maxiell still competing hard defensively, but C.J. Leslie's a little bit too good right there.
Here's Emmett. Step back. Too strong.
I thought Emmett settled right there. Keep punishing Will Bynum. Get him to his body. Force him to try to compete inside and do something with you in there, because Emmett is way too big, way too strong, and I don't think Will can stop him.
Reach in there by Will Bynum. We take another look at C.J. Leslie.
And this is incredible right here. C.J. Leslie, he sees Dante Jones. He thinks Dante's coming, so he wants to cock it back and finish with some authority. Dante made the right decision in that aspect and stepped right away.
And that move, Q approved. He sits courtside. Taking on the action. C.J. Leslie, by the way, has scored now 8 of Bivouac's last 11 points. Emmett knocks down the free throw.
And C.J. Leslie, he's played very well today. He's just giving them that extra bounce. And whether it's been keeping balls alive or making excellent plays along the baseline, C.J. Leslie has come to play.
Emmett's got 13. Smith missed it. And here's Emmett now, working on Leslie. Kick out. Gooden loves the 3.
Uncle Drew.
Short. Bynum for 3. That's off the rim.
Bynum just having one of those days. Like I said, it's just been very hard for him today. Excellent defense right there.
Good steal. No look pass to Josh Smith.
And guess what?
Ooh.
That's when you're a complete black basketball player. When you're not having a good day offensively, what else can you do? Will Bynum right there making an excellent pass to get Josh Smith to dunk.
Smith has got 11.
I love guys that have a lot of different tools in their toolbox. They can wear a lot of different hats. Hey, you know what? If I'm not scoring, I can go rebound, or I can go play defense, or I can get assists. That's when you're a well-rounded basketball player. A lot of the great basketball players aren't defined by just scoring.
Emmett's got 15 now. Lead is still 10, though, for Bivouac. Smitty knocks down the jumper. Again, first team to 50. Win by 2 is victorious.
Don't settle right here if you're Dante Jones. Yeah, keep it. There you go. Keep driving this
Lays
side.
it in. Dante Jones.
This is a very smart strategy by Three's Company. They are not letting Will Bynum off the hook. If Will Bynum is going to go out there and have the speed advantage, which he does, and he shows it right there, they're going to make him work on the other end. And it's getting a little chippy out there. It's getting a little chippy.
Will's got 8 now. He'll go to the line to shoot 1.
And he's missed, I think, his last 2 free throws. So let's see if Will can concentrate and lock in for this one.
Let's bring in Michael Rappaport. What you got, Rapp?
Well, you guys said it's getting chippy like you were surprised. This is Big 3 basketball. Okay, these guys have been playing all season long. Yes, this is consolation game. But this is Big 3 basketball. These guys aren't laying over. I didn't see any of these guys on Bourbon Street. Not that I was there late myself. But don't say it like you're surprised. This is physical, grown man basketball, my friends.
I'm just glad you used all your own lines this time.
Listen, guys, what a pleasure it's been, season 3 of the Big 3. What a pleasure it's been. The brand of basketball has gotten better and better. This is the world's greatest professional 3-on-3 basketball league, period.
Josh Smith, high above the rim. Leslie, the follow, and a reach in by Andre Emmett.
C.J. Leslie, right place, right time, just hanging around the basket. Good things normally happen, Brown, when you hang around that basket.
13-point lead for Bivouac. Again, the winner of this game takes 5th place and takes home bonus money. Leslie knocks it down. There's a timeout on the floor. Bivouac up 15 on Three's Company. It's playoff time here in New Orleans. It's the Big 3 on the CBS Sports Network.
Big 3 basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
You are watching the Big 3 playoffs. It is presented by State Farm inside the Smoothie King Center here in New Orleans. You'll see the playoff games on CBS Power. The defending champions taking on the 2-seed Killer Threes and the number 1 seed Joe Johnson and the triplets taking on the 4-seed Gary Payton's three-headed monsters. Winners of those games play for the championship next weekend in LA. Here's Andre Emmett. Three's Company not shot well from distance, just 1 of 8 from 3. Here's Drew Gooden. Spins, misses. Will Bynum clears the board.
That was great defense by Josh Smith, not staying down. Will's and Drew's very crafty down there. He has a lot of different fakes, and so I give Josh credit. Didn't take any of them, forced him to take a tough fadeaway play.
C.J. Leslie had to get it up. That's an air ball, shot clock violation. Leslie has scored 11 of Bivouac's last 17 points.
And then Three's Company's gonna have to pick it up. Right now.
It's go time, isn't it?
Yeah, right now down 15. It's about that time. You're gonna have to go ahead and start getting some scores, and at the same time you have to get some stops, and it's got to be in a row.
How about that defense there by Will Bynum?
Yeah, and DJ kind of let him off the hook with the fadeaway right there too. When you look at what Emmett has been able to do, when you look at what Dante Jones has been able to do, they've forced their will inside. They played bully ball with Will Bynum, really gotten into his body and forced him to bang down there, and that's not Will Bynum's strength. DJ tried to just shoot over him, and that kind of let Will off the hook.
So here's C.J. Leslie. Shooting 1 for 2.
And Leslie's been very strong today. Has 11 points, 4 for 8 from the field, and hasn't really shot the ball particularly well from 3. He's 0 for 3. But just his energy, his hustle, his willingness to be around the basket, just continue to attack the basket has worked out very well for his team this season.
Bivouac on a 7-0 run. They're 10 points away from victory. Johnson, the jumper, got it. He's got 4.
And still a 15-point game. Three's Company's has to string some defensive stops together. And
Will Bynum is
they're not going to get it right here.
No, he is still attacking. Especially when you let him go downhill, ahead of steam, going downhill.
Yeah. And that's just a tough matchup for Thompson. He just doesn't have the lateral quickness, you can see right there, to stay with Will Bynum. And no matter whether it's Thompson or Dermarr Johnson, Will Bynum's going to have an advantage on the perimeter. And that's why if you're DJ, I see where DJ's hanging around right on that block, walk right on in there, seal him. Make it easy.
A steal by Bynum. He's got 10. Hesitate, pull back. Doesn't get the roll.
Just can't get the fall to that.
Johnson missed that 3. Will thought about it.
Oh, he's always thinking shots.
Yeah.
He's always in what I like to call go mode.
3 on the shot clock. From the corner. Smitty's off. But back to Will Bynum. Again, those 50-50 balls, all of them have gone to Bivouac. And he'll pull. And I was about to say once again.
Come on, man. We can't have that again.
The top of the backboard.
But that's an excellent shot for Will Bynum. He's getting whatever he wants out there. Bivouac right now looks like they're a step quicker, step faster to the ball. And offensively, from an execution standpoint, they're getting what they need also.
Missed everything with that 4. Here's C.J. Leslie. He's been a scoring machine for Bivouac. Working on Thompson. Spins, spins again, hangs. No, Josh Smith. Back to Bynum. Got it for 3.
Smart move by Smith. He could have easily forced up a tough shot right there. Figured, hey, if I got 2 guys on me, obviously one of my teammates is open, finds Will Bynum for 3, gets Will Bynum an easy one. And it's almost,
Drew Gooden for 4.
Uncle Drew with the 4-point shot.
That ends a 12-2 run by Bivouac. They're 5 points away from victory. Bynum lost it. Drew Gooden dunks it home. 6 straight points. Reggie Theus wants to call a timeout.
Still a 14-point game. Three's Company still not where they want to be. Bivouac only 5 points away from ending this thing.
Again, the winner claimed 5th place in the league and bonus money. But coming up on CBS at the top of the hour, it's the playoffs. Triplets led by Joe Johnson, the leading scorer, the top seed. They'll take on the 3-headed monsters, and Power, the defending champions, will take on the Killer Threes. Winners of those games will play for the championship next weekend in Los Angeles. Reggie Theus.
You keep talking about the bonus money. How much bonus money are we talking about, Brian?
Hey, some few thousand.
A few thousand?
Yeah, a few thousand.
Oh, okay, listen. I'm going to come out here and play a little bit extra hard for a few thousand.
Exactly. On top of what they're getting paid here now today, yeah, definitely a few thousand they add to the check.
Every little bit helps.
Especially, man, when you may have went on Bourbon Street last night, hit a casino or 2.
Oh, no, you got to stay away from Bourbon Street. And the casino is the quickest way to drain your money.
Oh, my! Ill will to C.J. Leslie. Leslie's got 15. Bivouac is 3 points away from victory.
And I love any time a coach can come out of a timeout and draw up an ATO after timeout play and it leads directly to a basket. That shows me that you've mastered your clipboard.
Point game coming from Bivouac. If they go for 3.
You know who's going to take the shot if they let him.
Here's Josh Smith for the game. Short. Got his own board. Stolen. Dermarr Johnson to lay it in.
Oh, come on, DJ. You got to dunk that one.
11-point lead.
Uh-oh.
Will for 3. Missed it.
Let's see what Will's going to do. We know Will wants to end it.
Absolutely. And he'll try it for the game.
Again.
And he continues to miss from 3. He has a smile. Good fake by Andre Emmett.
Yeah, right now Bivouac knows that they're in an excellent position. But here's the thing. They don't actually need that. I know they want to end the game with a 3, but they don't have to take a 3.
Have to.
Go out there and get you a nice 2. They're going to continue to jack up 3s and get you a nice 2 and then come back and follow it up and get up out of here.
Drew Gooden, another 4.
Uncle Drew couldn't get that one to fall.
Bynum.
Oh, he has a matchup that he likes right now. Oh.
Drive. Rejected by Andre Emmett.
That was great defense. That was great defense right there by Emmett. But speaking of great play calling, Will Bynum finds the lob. Reggie Theus give him some credit for drawing the play up in the timeout. And it's basically, and you see this run a lot in the NBA. When you come off a mid-pick and roll out of a timeout, a lot of times that guy on the weak side, he gets caught ball watching because he has a responsibility to the roller. And what you do is you tell the guy on the weak side, listen, if you see that he turns his head, run straight to the rim, or we're going to throw it and take advantage of the fact that that guy can't be in two places at one time.
Well, Reggie Theus called another timeout. Let's see if he comes up with another out-of-timeout play. Get Bivouac a bucket. They are 3 points away from victory, but they've missed 9 of their last 11 shots.
Yeah, Bivouac only 6 for 26 from the three-point line. So the three-point line really hasn't been that kind to him this game. But guess what? That might not deter him.
Will Bynum misses another 3.
Hey, man, can somebody take a 2, please?
Here's Emmett.
And the three-point competition has broken out here in the Big 3.
Yes. Josh Smith from distance.
There
Got
we
it.
go.
Bivouac gets the victory. Josh Smith has 16, and Bivouac will end the season in 5th place in the Big 3.
Get a little bit of that bonus money you were talking about.
Josh Smith, the captain, ending it from distance.
Josh Smith steps back, shoots the 3, shoots it confidently, knocks it in. Drew Gooden not really challenging him right there, giving him that shot, but give Josh the credit, sticking with it, knocking it in. Bivouac, they get the bonus money. So now guess what? When I see my main man Anthony Morrow in Charlotte, I'm going to let him know that dinner's on him because he got the extra bonus money for this game. Even though he didn't play, he's part of Bivouac, so he gets that check.
Well, Josh Smith, he had the game winner. He's with our Michael Rappaport.
Unprecedented access. Josh Smith, you hit the game winner. What did it mean to walk away from this season with a win?
It was real monumental and big for us because we were so close to get to that Final Four, and you know, we didn't take care of business. That was all on us. We should have beat the Ball Hogs. Everybody beat them but us. So we got to take the blame and put it on ourselves, and you know, not only just get discouraged, but just try to get a win towards it for the 5th or 6th spot.
I know it's been a pleasure having you in the Big 3, Season 3. What has been your takeaway of the league this year?
It's been fun, man. A lot of competitive players, a lot of players that still care about basketball and care about winning. And it's a lot of people that still can play at a high level. So it was just good to be able to get camaraderie. Good to see a mogul like you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So it was great, man. It was a great experience. I think Ice Cube has a great thing going. He's genius for being able to put this together. Big hats off to him, and you know, I'm just grateful to be a part of this.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you here. Enjoy the rest of the summer, and hopefully we'll see you back or see you in different uniforms at different leagues.
Right. Hopefully it's you know, hopefully we could do something with this Bivouac.
Good luck. Fellas, that's what you call unprecedented access. I have it. You, B. Custer. You, Brendan. You don't. Now we're getting down to the big boy games. The semifinals are coming up next on CBS Sports, baby.
How about Michael Rappaport? All right.
He's charged up.
He is. For Brendan Haywood, Michael Rappaport, and our entire crew, I'm Brian Custer. This has been a presentation of the CBS Sports Network in association with the Big 3, the playoffs on CBS at the top of the hour.